Good morning, folks. Hey, I'm out here on Lake Guntersville. I had to fire up my little boat right here because it ain't been run in a while. That's not good. You don't need to let them lay up. So I need to blow the dust off this boat here this morning, I'm thinking. But while I'm out here, I'm going crappie fishing. Y'all stay with me. Let's see what we can do this morning. It's an overcast day. Not too bad. Moderately overcast. The wind, I expect it to get up. We're almost into March. And let's just go hunt some fish. See what we can do. Have a little fun with me. Get in the boat. Let's go fishing. What a pretty area right here. I'm going to, this morning I've decided to try this. I don't know, but that's this part of fishing, but you have to test things out. But I'm pretty sure that I can catch a crappie with a jig and float combination. Now I use a small float right here. You can see it's about 1.5 inches long. It's made by Betts. And I'm going to use a hand-tied jig this morning. It's made by a guy from Texas. It's a Perry jig's what I call it. And I'm going to use this color, which is a natural color. Looks like a little minnow. Okay, real simple. Nothing high-tech about it. But I'm going to fish under this float. Now, if you notice my stop right here, I always put it at the bottom. And the reason is, as light as this jig is, if you put it at the top, the float will twist on a cast and it'll wrap around the float. I don't know if y'all have ever noticed that, or it does for me. I'm using a 2-pound test fluorocarbon and an old Berkeley rod. And it's probably 20 years old. I've used it in these videos before. Real limber. It's a lot of fun to catch crappie with it. And then I'm using a little Kuma spinning reel. And I'm going to adjust my drag, and then we'll search for some crappie. See if we can catch a few this morning. Maybe Big Daddy, I hope. Okay. And then what we'll do right here, for those of you who's just in the channel, on any type of hand-tied jig or any that's made out of fiber, I always use some kind of an attractant. Now, I like power bait, but any will work. Just soak it up right there with it. That's just a habit I've developed over the years. I think throughout the course of a day, I get a few more bites, but that's just me. It gives me confidence. So, okay, let's start fishing. And all I'm going to do right here is a real slow presentation. I'm just going to move the float towards me about a foot at a time. The water's warming up, so I'm fishing a little more aggressive than I have in my past videos. And what that jig's going to do is trail behind and then come right up directly under the float. You're vertically fishing when you're doing this. And I'll test the depths and see where those crappie are in the water column, and then hopefully we can catch a few. Let's see what we can do. Cut up. Cut up. You know, fluorocarbon line, as y'all well know, folks that fishes a lot, it has very little stretch in it, so I take my time with these crappie. That's why really I prefer, in my opinion, mono for crappie. I counted the stretch, but we got him in a good place. He wouldn't have never come off anyway. But that's a nice fish right there. He's probably 12.5, something like that. But we'll let him go. Maybe we can catch a big old crappie. That's a big crappie. But let's let him go right there. He's just going straight back. That's a big crappie, but I tell you what, I love to catch monster crappie. And this is the time of the year to do it, no doubt. But I'm going to circle back in that same area. Now these fish are a little bit scattered here lately. I mean, sometimes I catch 2 or 3 in the area and sometimes just 1 like that. But that's pretty well typical for right now. There he is. Yeah. Wow. Got that, he's got that line around his fin there. It's got him twisted up. There he comes. Hey, hey, hey. Open your mouth. I've got a net with me right here, but I don't like to use it unless I just have to. If it's a great old big one, I will. I'm going to back off that area real quiet. That's a nice fish. That's another one about around 12 inches long. Now that's good quality crappie. When you, in my opinion, okay, if you catch a crappie from 12 inches and up, you're catching good fish. Let's let him go right here. Get on back in there. Whew. That float just barely twitched. He run up behind that jig and just opened his mouth and held it and just stayed there. It wasn't a real aggressive bite, but aggressive enough. There he is. Oh my. Yep, good fish right here. Well, they're all good fish. I can catch one 4 or 5 inches and he's a good fish. Come on in here, boy. Shaking your head like a bass fish. I'm changing colors. I went to a green one right here. Little Perry hand-tied jig. What I'm doing right now is seeing what they will hit. Let's let this fish go right here. We'll just turn him back loose right here like that. Let him go on back down in there. Finish eating. Green one. You know, that represents bluegill to me. Chartreuse or a dark green like that. Here's a golden chartreuse. Right here I changed, swapped again. I do a lot of that. But I have a lot of confidence in that color. It looks good in the water. Now let's see if the crappie thinks it does. There he is. I was just fixing to move too. Hunt some more fish. That fish hit the gold one. Sort of overcast. I believe that's the reason he did it, but golly. Wow, this is a good crappie. They're all good, but now this is a big one. Black crappie. My goodness, are you gonna give up? And he inhaled that jig I'm talking about. Come here, boy. Golly, bum, what a crappie. Wow. Wow. That's close to, I don't know. Just for curiosity, hey, I want to show y'all something real quick. Now you see how deep, right there, see down in his mouth, how deep he inhaled that jig? Now, we've caught on to the right color. And like I said, I believe, in my opinion, it's because it's overcast out here. But that's a pretty fish right there. Okay, I'm going to say, I'm going to say he's about, let's just go ahead and do it. Y'all are probably curious. All right, there he is. He's 13 3/8. Now, if you catch one that length, let me get down in here and get it clear. We need it out anyway in case we catch a sure enough big slab. 13 3/8 will weigh him real quick. I'm real gentle with these fish now. Give you an idea of what a fish of this length will weigh. Alright, they're zeroed out. We'll hook him up right here real quick. And that fish is 1.7. Or is that a 1? No, 1 pound 7 ounces. So that's a pretty good crappie. Now we want us about a, I don't know. Wouldn't it be nice to catch one about 2.5? That's what I want next. But let's let that fish go right there. Get right in there on him. There he goes. I take it real easy with them. Like that. I'm real careful with them. If I'm not going to eat them, I just take my time. That was a slap. Let's catch another one. There we go. Wow. Oh, he's stretching that string. Where are you going, boy? Water's warming up. These fish is fighting now. No wonder that one is. That's a good fish right there. My goodness, he's cutting up. Now he's got that jig right in his snoot. That's a big crappie. These are good crappie right here today. Come here. Quit. There you go. Woo! That barely got him. He wasn't as aggressive as the other one. Look at there, what a girthy fish. That is a girthy fish. My goodness. Wow. And he gave me a fit, folks. I'm not kidding about that. Man, that is a beautiful fish right there. Let's let him go right here. Live him a little bit. See what he does right there. Whew. Oh my goodness. Floats under. Right there behind the boat. Golly, bum. I don't believe that, folks. That's a good fish right there. Darn good fish. Trying to eat me a sandwich. Come in here, boy. And fishing too. I wouldn't 8 foot, 9 foot from the back of the boat, and that's kind of unusual. That fish hit that. That was a luck bite. Sometimes that'll happen. Darn good fish right there. Let's let him go. I can't believe that. That's the first time. Get in there, boy. There we go. Wow. That was a good hit right there. I mean, solid. No doubt about it. Come on, boy. God, that fish is pulling. They do. When that water starts warming up, them fish pull. He's stripping drag. No wonder, my goodness, what a crappie. Oh my goodness. Woo! Now, if that ain't a Tennessee River fish, I don't know what is. I know one thing. I'm having a bottle out here. Come on. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Hey. I got a net, but I don't want to do it that way. Golly, bum, what a fish. Wow. Old Goldie done its job again. I can't tell you what some fillets on that fish, but we got fish. Elmer's got the fish. Ain't no need in keeping that pretty thing. Let you go. It's a big fish. I should weigh you too, but there you go. Yeah, that made him mad. He didn't want to be delayed about going back in the water, folks. He said, no, you ain't gonna keep me out of the water no more. Hey, let's catch another one. I want to say thank you for watching. Vertical jigging up under a float. Great technique. Works year round. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Whoa. Hey. Hey, girlfriend. Hey. Hey. And remember, go fishing when you can. We're talking good.